Hey, good morning. It's Ken Cerny again. And I got to tell you, I've looked into something here that is pretty amazing. I recently acquired the FoMaKo M4 video switcher with a 5.5-inch LCD screen. And the really cool thing about this is when I got it, I did get it yesterday. I waited till today to do the video, but I just started plugging things in. I did very little look at the user manual. Started plugging in some whatever I had around. I got a camcorder. I got a PTZ camera. I got the screen, one of the screens off of my laptop that I changed the video resolution, and I have a iPhone all plugged in to inputs. I got a little monitor right in front of me that I'm looking at with the program out, and I got a large monitor with the multi-view out. And I said, you know, this says it can do this, so I'm just going to plug things in and see what this thing can do. I was literally trying to get something to not work, so I'd have to figure out how to fix it. Turned out it's working better than I thought. So let me just share with you a little bit about this. My first impression of this video switcher, and I can tell you that I am truly impressed with it. So this right here is the video switcher that I got with the LCD version of this particular one, 5-channel professional video switcher. It's got PTZ control built into it, switching screens from portrait mode to landscape mode. I'll have to take a look at that. I didn't figure that one out. 4K P60 input maximum. Recording replay NDI optional. It does not have it in there. I've already looked at the menu, but you can add it. Streaming directly from the switcher, and that's just what's on the outside of the box. So let me show you what I got. So let me switch cameras here real quick. There we go. The FoMaKo M4 video switcher with LCD screen, and that LCD screen is just so nice. Now I have, because of what I plugged into it, I actually have a large monitor that is also showing the same thing with the multicam, the multi-view. But this multi-view really does it by itself. So if you go someplace and don't have another monitor, you don't need another monitor, here's your multi-view. Plug in your big monitor if you want. But so that's actually coming out of the auxiliary. So that's why the aux right now, there's nothing coming in. I think that's both directions, so I'll have to play with that a little bit. I'm not sure, but there's only one aux on the back. So let's just look at the multi-view here, since I'm doing a top-down view of it here. And what's really neat about this particular machine is when I plugged all these things in, they're coming in at different rates. So you can see here in input 1, which is my camcorder, that is coming in at 1080p 59.94. Okay, here's my PTZ camera. This is actually the FoMaKo K20UH. It's coming in at 3840 by 2160 at 30. 1080p 60 is the iPhone, and here it just extended my another monitor, if you will, to the FoMaKo. It's the only place it's coming through. It's coming through as camera 4, and it's coming through at 1920 by 1200 at 5994. So I have 4 different input resolutions, and then it's recording on an SD card. You can see the recording button is on. Let's go back to this one. The recording button's on. It's recording on an SD card back here behind here at 1080p 60. So it's just taking anything I threw at it, and it's changing it over and bringing it out as 1080p video, which is just amazing. That is as good as or better than the 810 mini series. and I think considerably better than the GoStream, which is a whole lot more finicky about what you can put into it. It does have 4 SD inputs and an SDI output. So 4 SDI inputs and 1 SDI output. Okay, here's my 4 inputs, and then there's the output, and the second output is the auxiliary right now. It's got the network cable into it, so you can connect it, and you can connect it with NDI. If you have NDI inputs, you can use that through here, which is maybe also the auxiliary in. So I'm assuming that's auxiliary in too. And then, of course, the power. On the other side, it's got 2 1/8" jacks for mics. So the yellow one is currently just attached to this receiver, and that's, you can see that here hanging on my shirt is just a wireless microphone. So I just plugged that in because that's what I had available. And then this big thing on the top here is just a transmitter that goes to a receiver, and that's what's on my sticking on my ear, so I can hear myself as I talk. And it's nearly that's a nice little simple thing too. There's almost no echo at all in there, especially with me talking. I can hear myself virtually simultaneously, so that's really nice. And all of these things I just pretty much just threw in here just to see if I could make this thing work without a whole lot of effort, and it certainly is. Now, the other things I like about it, and like I said, you can see all the different inputs. That's that 1920 by 1200, of course 1080p. There's that 4K basically coming in here, and of course the 1080p 59 from the camcorder. So you can see this is the PTZ camera that's up here, and it actually is coming through real nice. And you can just see the difference in the quality of the video that's coming in, because it's in there, but then it's all going out, but it's taking it all. So right here you can see there's the back of the video switcher. So you have the headphone out, you got the 2 mics in, you got 4 video inputs, both HDMI and SDI. You have a program out, which is HDMI out, and you have and then you have the SDI out, and that right now I got going out to a small monitor underneath my camera 1. And then you have the aux video HDMI out, which was right now going to a monitor right behind. So that's showing me a larger screen of the multi-view. USB, and then UVC. The UVC is where you would put in, you'd send it to your computer as a webcam, SDI card, and then you have the network and then the power, the switcher itself. It does have a menu system, so it's got a menu system very much like the OC Go Stream Deck. But anyways, the menu is really nice. You hit the menu button and it brings up a menu right down here. And it is just a really sweet menu system. It's very obvious what all these things are for. So you just move it with the knob here, and then when you want to take a look at it, for instance, let's take a look at. We'll take a look at. We'll just put up the settings for right now. So you click on the settings. You can come down here. Right now it says DHCP is on. So that's great, and so it's finding it that way. You can adjust the joystick, the NDI, and of course it says NDI is not activated, but here's the ID for it, and then the version. So all of this is real simple. Then if you want to back up, just hit the menu button again, and it goes on someplace else. You can choose the audio that you want. So I can click on audio here, and it'll tell you where the audio is coming from, the volume that you want to have, if you want to control it that way. Right now, all the audios are on, and most of them are AFV, which is audio follows video. So if you're using a camcorder, or excuse me, you're using something off the computer, you just let the audio come through that way if you want. Or the camcorder, I had to turn that one off. So let's back up here real quick, and you can see here you got all the audio bars for everything are turned on. So that's the way it came. I had to turn off my camcorder audio, so I had to figure out a little bit about the audio there because I didn't want it to come through there. That was definitely giving me some echo, so I just left that alone. It's got the time on there and date. It's got the bit rate that it's going to be, that it's recording. So I got 12 minutes now on the recording right there. So this has just been it's just been a wonderful experience plugging this in and getting it up and running. You can live stream directly out of here. I haven't figured out the nuances of that yet, but that should be pretty easy if this is as easy as it is. So this is my first impression. I hope you like what you're seeing. I plan, as soon as I get back from another trip, plan to really dig into this and start sharing some of the detailed information about what this thing can and can't do. First impression, definitely 2 thumbs up. I'm still trying to figure out what it can't do for me. So hey, if you like what you're seeing here, please subscribe and hit the like button and help me get this new channel off the ground. I had to move my technology stuff out of the church channel. It was taken away from the message that we were trying to give over there, but I want to still share with you a lot of the stuff that we are doing. So please like starting this new channel. You may be one of the first ones there. Hopefully you won't be alone for very long. So like I said, please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks when I come back and I tell you some more about this after a short trip that I'm going to be taking. So take care, and I'll see you on the next one.